Hello and welcome to this training video by the Education Training and Research Unit of the Ministry of Health. Today we are going to look at how to fill the in-service training program form, the Excel sheet. Let's go through a few of the steps needed to fill this form effectively. The first thing you will notice about this form is that it has a significantly distinct blue color, which is going to be used for the filling, and the other colors are not to be edited, and in fact cannot be edited by this file. Now let's take each section. The first editable area is the date. The date is already mentioned to be added as year / month / day, and if it is added like that, you would get this result. The next is the name of the institution, and the name of the institution should be fully written without any abbreviations. The next is the letter number. The letter number should be written as is available in the letter, but it should be noted that when the letter number is long, it will still be in the covering letter, so therefore there is no issue there. Under letter date, similar to the previous date, it should be year / month / day. The title of the program has to be written in full and there can be no abbreviations. The type of the program can be in-service training program. You can it's a drop-down menu where you can write yes or no. Looking at the background and justification and objectives, both these have to be written in as summarized format as possible. However, it can be understood that there are occasions in which the background and justification or objectives can sometimes exceed this length and breadth of this cell. Therefore, when you are sending the covering letter, it is advised to attach these background, justification and objectives separately. Coming to the target group, it should be remembered that only the participants who are going to participate in the program should be added to the target group. However, the calculation has made available additional 3 packs of refreshment for the program coordinator and supportive staff when the number is less than 50, and 4 when the number is between 50 and 100, and 5 when the number is exceeding 100. Looking at the targeted skills category, whatever category is being covered in this program can be marked with the X. Again, in methodology, we are expecting you all to write a summary, but as in the case of background, justification, objectives, it might be beyond the cell, so then you can write a attachment in the covering letter. Looking at the expected date of commencement, we expect to follow the same procedure, year / month / day, and it will appear automatically calculated in this format shown here. The program duration per program indicates the number of days one program will take. The total number of programs is the same program, how many sessions of those programs will occur over, and the total program days will be automatically calculated. Looking at the focal point, we encourage the submitters to enter the full details of the officer who can answer the queries of the subject officer in the ETNR unit. That is because there can be amendments that need to be clarified with the focal point. So we encourage you to do so. Looking at the next section, items needed. These are the general items needed to run a program, such as photocopy papers, half sheet, ballpoint pen, file covers, certificate printing, whiteboard markers, plastic file covers, and miscellaneous. An important point to note here is that the ETNR can only provide either cardboard file covers or plastic file covers, and even if both are marked yes, only one of the two will be provided. Looking at the signatures, the essential signatures are the focal point signature and the signature and official seal of the head of your institution. We have now come to the end of this first tab, and it should be noted that when you go to the print, you can see an additional footer of the signature and official seal of the head of the institution. So that means that once you print this, each page will have to be signed and sealed by the respective head of institution. Now we are in the second tab, and this is the agenda and lecturers tab. The things that you need to know to fill this section correctly is, the first part is the from and to time can be different from your program, and you don't need to worry about this, as if there are amendments it will be made by the ETNR unit. The second aspect is the allocation of a morning tea, lunch and evening tea should be clearly mentioned. This can be accessed in column E, and you can use the drop down menu and either mark yes or no. The next aspect is the category of lecturer denoted here, and what you need to know here is that there are 6 categories of lecturers. These categories have been decided by the Public Administration Circular number 2025/07. Please follow this guideline to fill this section of the category. And if this session is more than one day, then you could fill up the other categories, other sections in the same manner. When one day or more than one day has been filled, each print would require, as you can see here in the footer, the signature and official seal of the head of the institution. We are now in the final stage of filling your training proposal, and that is the detail budget tab. There is actually no need to fill this tab. If the details have been added correctly in training proposal tab and agenda and lectures tab, this will be auto calculated. You should note that similar to the other two tabs, when this is printed, again I would like to show you the signature and official seal footer, where I will have to write the signature and seal, and now you will have to submit all 3 tabs, that is the training proposal printouts which are signed and sealed, the agenda and lecturers tab which should be printed, signed and sealed, and finally what we have just discussed, the detail budget tab which should also be signed and sealed, all by the head of the institution. In addition to this, you have now got the covering letter, and if the cells in the sheet have been inadequate in certain areas, you are welcome to add an additional document. This should all now be posted to the Education Training and Research Unit. In addition to that, we have also a Google form to improve and increase the processes, but it should be noted that without the postal document, approval cannot be obtained, and the Google form is merely to improve the process time.